Hello, my name is Heather McRae. I was the first to announce my candidacy for Ward 7 Councillor last October. Why did I announce so early? I was convinced that Ward 7 was ready for change. We need a councillor who will engage with residents and stakeholders, accept feedback, positive and negative, and drive for changes at City Hall. After many encouraging conversations within my community, I launched my campaign. I am a small business owner who has lived the ups and downs of Calgary's economy. I have worked and volunteered with a broad range of for-profit and not-for-profit organizations. Canadian Mental Health Commission, World Petroleum Congress, Prince's Island Park Steering Committee, SAIT, University of Calgary, and Alberta Children's Hospital are just some of the organizations I've worked with. I am a communicator with strong and diverse relationships in our city, a proven track record of being collaborative, a good listener, and solutions-oriented. I will bring a fresh perspective to the issues facing our city. How do I plan on balancing the desires of local residents against citywide objectives of densification? Well, over the last 4 years, we have definitely experienced a city that is out of balance. Our City Council chamber is a showcase of ideological divides. We have pitted urban versus suburban development, pedestrians and bikes versus cars, residents versus developers. The time has come to restore balance to our conversations. I launched my campaign with a commitment to being a bridge builder on council. I will conduct myself with integrity to ensure that I can look my fellow councillors in the eye to discuss important issues for our city. I believe in fulsome and transparent engagement with residents. You are experts on your community, and your input should be valued. I will work to provide 3 key changes. 1, bring all stakeholders to the table for respectful dialogue. I know that decision-making is made better when informed by diverse opinions. 2, make fact-based decisions. I believe that facts matter and should inform good governance and decision-making. 3, ensure planning strategies are known and understood well in advance of being dropped on communities. Our city is being faced with some major challenges: downtown revitalization, densification of our established communities, a shifting tax base, diversifying our economy, managing our climate footprint. It is time for us to work together to define the city we want Calgary to be and establish the path to get us there. I will be a champion for restoring balance to our city dialogue. What specified actions will I take as councillor to help Calgary diversify its economy? Our downtown has the space, services, and potential to attract thousands of diverse businesses. Step 1 in diversifying our economy is showing confidence in the future of our downtown. Last spring, Council approved $200 million to support the Greater Downtown Plan, and we must ensure the best possible investment of these funds over the next 10 years. We must engage with existing downtown stakeholders, which includes our building operators who are committed for the long term, and existing downtown residents who were not consulted in the development of the Greater Downtown Plan. Together, we must seek new partnerships and opportunities to collaborate with a broad and diverse range of stakeholders, including our provincial and federal governments. We have an opportunity to establish Calgary as an education hub by bringing more university and college campuses downtown. What if we had student residences downtown? A built-in audience to support local businesses and the arts. Our downtown already has excellent transit access. Now we must ensure it is walkable and bikeable with connected green spaces and a lively street presence. Entrepreneurs tell me that we could benefit from more microsites downtown to encourage experimentation and risk-taking. These spaces are 500 to 1,000 square feet with short-term leases and low rent that could be used to test a wide variety of new business opportunities, from retail to restaurants and incubator spaces for startups in the tech sector. Already, buildings downtown like the Edison have been upgraded to accommodate diverse businesses. They have adjusted how the building functions and have been tremendously successful. We have a roadmap to do this, but we need a champion who will collaborate and encourage innovation to ensure our downtown flourishes. What are my top 3 goals that I would like to work on if elected to office? Well, number 1 is a functional council. I am committed to being a bridge builder on council to overcome the ideological divides and ensure meaningful conversations about important issues for our city. This includes improved and authentic engagement with all stakeholders, residents, developers, business owners, and our provincial and federal partners. Number 2 is action on climate change. We cannot ignore the climate crisis. The City of Calgary has targets for reducing our carbon footprint, and we must ensure we stay on track with meeting these targets. This includes addressing losses in biodiversity in our inner city due to redevelopment, enhancing transit service to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, 1/3 of which come from vehicles, and retrofitting our existing infrastructure for electric vehicles, especially in our downtown. The third is diverse, healthy, thriving communities. This means smart growth that builds community, not just buildings. Investment in our communities through improved infrastructure to keep our communities accessible, walkable, bikeable. Simplifying business processes to ensure more local startups. And protecting our outdoor spaces because healthy, thriving shared spaces are critical to every inner city community. Will I be an advocate for the Green Line to go under 16th Avenue? Yes. It is essential that the Green Line be built all the way to North Central Calgary. The plans in place now serve a tremendous number of Calgarians, but there is a giant hole in our network to the north. There are right ways and wrong ways to create infrastructure through existing communities. The northeast line of the LRT stands in stark comparison to the west leg, where tunnels, below-grade tracks, and better integration into the community are noticeable. I will advocate for the best possible crossing at 16th Avenue that will ease traffic congestion. I strongly believe there is a solution that will respect and enhance the aesthetic of the community. Here is what I know for certain. I am not an engineer, but I am a resident. I know the impact of noise on a community, of increased demand for parking, and the general impact of community growth. I will look to the best possible advice and treatment for this area to ensure the Green Line is a showcase for best practices in transit-oriented development. In the past year, I have had the opportunity to speak with residents, business owners, and community leaders. I have knocked doors in every one of our 22 communities in Ward 7 and can tell you that we have a city of smart, engaged, forward-looking citizens, and I am committed to collaborating with you to build a better future for our city. I will be a bridge builder on council to ensure fulsome dialogue on important issues for our city. I am committed to building diverse, healthy, thriving communities and to take action on climate change. I have a proven track record of being collaborative, a good listener, and solution-oriented, and I will bring fresh perspective to the issues facing our city. Whether you are voting at the advanced polls, October 4th to 10th, or on Election Day, October 18th, I ask you to vote Heather McRae for Ward 7. I would like to thank the Board of Directors at the Mount Pleasant Community Association for taking the time to pull together these videos. I know how much time and commitment it takes to volunteer in your community, and I want you to know your efforts are appreciated.